open it up for questions for Chucky Hepburn and Reyne Smith. Microphones are out the room. Raise your hand and we'll get you one.
So you just talk about your aggressiveness. You touched like 20 times.
Yeah, we were just talking about that before we walked in. I didn't realize I shot the ball. I shot the free throws that many times, but that's what we needed to do. I knew I needed to come be aggressive, getting downhill, making plays for my teammates, and I was able to find James, find Reyne, a couple other guys too. So it wasn't me just getting to the free throw line. It was just about me making plays down the stretch.
For both of you guys, starting with Chucky, obviously having the crowd, the impact, you face North Carolina, a lot of eyes on you, New Year's Day. To be able to go out there and secure a victory like this for a program that last year had only 8 victories, you already have your 9th on the first of the year. What does that mean to you, and what has this day meant to you that you guys have been able to beat a very well-known program, a prestigious program like North Carolina?
Yeah, it's huge for a program. We're taking strides forward every time we step on the floor. It means a lot to us, to the fans, to the city of Louisville that we come out here and be a top-notch program like that. We have a really good team, really good players, and we were just able to come out and have that explosion today, and our fans showed up and showed out for us today.
Yeah, getting a win at home is great, and being able to put on that kind of performance and definitely finish off the way we did was much needed. We probably haven't been our best at home to our standard, and it's good to finally just kind of finish the game strong, and we did a good job at sticking together and digging down to get stops and just play together.
Yeah, Coach was in here and said that he thought that was your best game defensively of the season. Can you talk about just kind of all the things that went into that, getting the crucial stops when you needed to, and just he was also speaking about Terrence, I'm really getting into his assignment tonight, getting guard on R.J. Davis. Could you kind of just speak to what went into that side of the court tonight to be able to pull off this win?
Yeah, it started off in the film session after EKU where we were not to our standard, and a lot of guys got called out, and we did a really good job at responding to that and understanding that we have so much more effort to give. And yeah, Fat did an unbelievable job in his aggression defensively and just backed himself to make plays like he did on the defensive end, which is unbelievable. We kind of really accepted that challenge, which has been great, and it took all of us to kind of step up and provide energy on the defensive end.
Both of you guys have played on teams that made the NCAA tournament. Without getting too far ahead of yourself, do you feel like this team is starting to kind of round into that kind of a team?
We kind of felt that way kind of in December, mid-December. We just felt it coming together. Even though we went on a little losing streak, we didn't get down ourselves because we knew how good we could be and how good we were going to be. But we just got to take it one day at a time. That's all it really comes down to. Our focus was today, beating North Carolina, and now we could turn the page and focus on Virginia this Saturday. So we just got to take it one day at a time, one step at a time, and we just can't look ahead.
What are you finding about yourself with a lot of the minutes that you play? What kind of things do you find yourself doing differently down the stretch that a game like this today that help make a difference for you?
Yeah, just getting downhill, being aggressive. That's something I've kind of always wanted to do. And Coach Kelsey has given me the keys to be able to go do that. Trust me, teammates trusting me with the ball to make plays for them, for everybody. So, credit to them for believing in me, having faith. That gives me a lot of confidence. And, I'm just able to go do me.
So, how big was James Scott against the offensive rebound, against the dome, against the block? Let's talk about that sequence.
Yeah, that just shows you how good a player James Scott's going to be. Still young, still a sophomore. Obviously, he still has a lot of room to grow. But, just the way he plays out there tonight, a high IQ player. He's always talking to me defensively, what he wants, what he sees. And, it just feels good to play with somebody who understands the game like that from a big man's perspective. And, if he keeps doing it, the sky's the limit for him. And, I always say I love playing with James Scott. He's going to be a great player by the time his senior year comes around.
Sticking with some of the younger guys, Coach was just saying, just how vocal Kanai was today, during timeouts and everything. Just how important is it to have a freshman who's able to speak up like that? And and speaking to him a couple weeks ago, he was just mentioning how he feels like he can do that on this team.
Yeah, we expect that a lot out of Kanai. We don't look at him as a freshman anymore. We look at him as kind of an upperclassman because he's really him and James are really the only underclassmen on the team. So we need him to step up because we're dealing with injuries right now, and the effort that Kanai put in tonight has been great. I love playing with him. I text him here and there to tell him that he's one of the best freshmen in the state in the country in my eyes. You see the type of energy he brings to the floor. It may not show up on the score box, but it shows up, and it just brings energy and intensity on defense, on the offensive end, grabbing the next rebound, making the hustle play. So, Kanai is going to be really, really, really good for us in the future.
Chucky, how much do you kind of lobby Coach to guard a specific player? Like, started off on RJ tonight, but Ian Jackson got hot for a minute for them. Did you ask to get that challenge?
No, we kind of just switched the matchups around. I trust in my coach to make the right call. We just go out and listen to them. They kind of just tell us the matchups, and I believe anybody on this team can guard anybody on the floor. So I don't have a problem with the matchup they call out.
You guys are stringing along a couple of wins in a row, and you're winning in 5 different ways. Is there something that you're learning about yourselves as you're kind of getting into these different ways?
Yeah, good roll going. Yeah, I think that's the beauty of this team. There's so many different skill sets and ways just to kind of figure out how to win games, and we've been learning about ourselves. We've dealt with adversity and how we've been able to respond from that in just a day in, day out approach. And yeah, of course you learn a lot about your teammates, yourself, when you go through tough times, and everyone's done a great job at coming in the next day to practices, film session with the right attitude to learn, and you're going to see that show up when you start to win games, and you can win them in many different ways where we kind of prepare.
You guys both finished the game with 4 fouls tonight. I'm just wondering, when you get in a close game like that down the stretch, just how hard is it to to stay guarding to the same level when you know that if you make one false move, that'll be your last play of the night?
Yeah, you can't really get caught up in that. If you're worried about playing with 4 fouls, you shouldn't really be on the court, in my opinion. So you got to take that approach that you don't have 4, and you got to defend and focus on getting a stop. And if you're going in defensively possession scared or worried, you're probably going to foul, and that's how you're going to pick up your 5th. So if you just kind of lock in, focus, still keep the same aggression, you don't think really worry too much about having 4 fouls.
Anything else, Jason?
Chucky, you got a big commitment tonight from a point guard. I was talking about just how much you thought that your play of the season maybe spoke to him. Mikel, could you kind of just have you had much time to talk to him during his visits to campus so far, and just your thoughts of him as a player?
Yeah, I've watched some highlights of him. He's going to be a big time player, especially year 1 coming in. I think he's going to help turn this program around tremendously, and we all have high hopes for him. When obviously the stars don't matter when you come in, but that type of kid, he's a program changer right there. So we're excited to have him in. We're excited that he was here tonight to witness this and witness what he could do here in Louisville. So I hope all the best for him. I'll always be cheering on. Wish I could play with him, but I wish him the best.
All right, thank you.